is.
No, they were at the other battle, so if they're able to get there fast enough, possibly, but I'm okay with having 2 units here. Would the Rock Smashers have recovered some of their units, or are they still 4 out of 6 on the health?
No, they wouldn't have recovered anything unless they were medicated specifically by druids.
Okay.
I think we're up to date on the casualties.
Yep.
I know Gorm did something to heal at some point, but I think we kept all of that up to date.
Okay.
So there are also there are 3 units here already. Who has got control of those already? Do you guys know? I know Gorm is supposed to control Hammond's navy, so if anyone wants to claim that, you can shout out.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so what I'm seeing looking at the map is I have got 3 units to control and there's 2 other units. So that someone needs to take or can take. I'm happy to give over the Rock Smashers to somebody, or Mimed if you're up for playing. If you prefer to play Mimed, the Treant. Miko, Reefer, looking at you.
I'll take the Treant.
Okay.
Okay, so did I hear correctly then, Reaver, you want to take the Treant and the Hammond's navy?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then also, if the rest of you don't want to take over, well, yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, that leaves Svenja with 2. So then there's the ogres and whatever units you guys are bringing with you. So like Odin Shield Maidens, you said.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave them off the map for now, but they will come in round 2. So any takers on Thorvald's ogres?
Yeah, well, if no one's going to take them, I'll take them. Swapping out Mimed for the ogres. Someone has to control them. Reefer, are you up? Well, let's see. Let's just go with that because we're all being shy.
Sorry.
Okay, so Yeoman's got a unit, Svenja's got some units, Reaver's got some units, Mikil and Kamala. What are you guys trying to bring with you?
Well, in an ideal world, I'd want to bring my ballista, but I think I'm too heavy to.
I just want my
Maybe you want to get
Gripplis.
it down from the wall.
Magic.
Yeah, unless you've got some sort of magical way of doing that, that's asking a bit much. That is the slowest unit you have.
Can I just give it Philophone and just throw it off the ledge?
I mean, you can, but then there's a river.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh well.
I mean, I'm open to some wild suggestion, but
So
I ain't seeing it.
here's a wild suggestion: the Goliath archers. If he wants to, he can convince Rosmira to get the Goliath archers to just kind of pick up the ballista and run, because essentially, from their point of view, it's just a slightly bigger longbow.
Yeah, okay, hell yes. You can give me a persuasion check to see if you can convince these Goliaths to just pick up the ballista and just hop, hop, hop.
Okay. Persuasion.
So tempted to let Svenja roll that persuasion for you, but okay, you're on your own.
I do not have a modifier. That's an 8.
Does do you remember? Does Rosmira have proficiency in persuasion?
Fuck, I doubt it. Let me just look up on D&D Beyond. Give me a moment to load it there.
I mean, I'll give you advantage. We'll say she took the help action. Either way, I'm not going to worry too much.
See, maybe we're lucky. Come on, Rosmira, open. No charisma 6, so no, you don't want it to help you.
Okay. Yeah, so these Goliaths have been through a lot today, and they like they when they arrive up there, they will also find a bunch of dead ogres and one of their highest ranking members actually lying dead on top of the wall there, and they are not so inclined. Was that from Spania? Because
Yes.
yeah,
Cheeky.
Spania was there for sure, but unless you're sending one of your Goliath squads back to, oh, that is one of your squad.
Yes, that was.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll say that they are reluctant, but Mikil, you'll see the archers coming in, and they are not so much mourning the dead guy that they find there, but they are pissed off by it, and in their rage will be able to lift that ballista and take it where it needs to go.
Nice.
So, what are you going to tell the Goliaths to actually do with it?
Well, we're going to the city, so we want it to be stationed as high as possible. So, all right, make sure you don't damage it when you use it for the next battle. Place it somewhere high. Okay.
You're getting it down from the wall.
Isn't that what the ogres are doing? Like, well, I might
Just the Goliaths themselves. They the whole archer squad is going to come together to lift this thing, and they just carry it like it doesn't matter how big this thing is. They are going, and yeah, finding a high spot. They will try and do once they get there, but they are definitely able to take it along with the rest of the units. So you will be able to deploy that on round 2.
and then
Okay, which I guess means that the archers are also on battle on round 2. But okay, happy that they carry the ballista there and then do whatever they. This is Goliath. They like hunting shit, man.
Yeah, I'd say after the last round, what is your ballista still on full health?
no. Didn't we?
Yeah, I think it may have been
The crew was
unlinked.
dead. Like,
I think the crew got killed, but the ballista wasn't really that.
it wasn't damaged, but like it's got no crews, so I'm gonna have to man it myself.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because if the Goliaths are taking it, maybe they become the new crew.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Potentially.
I tried to check the other map, but of course, it's taking a while. Yeah, no, they hadn't lost any casualties on the other one, so they are good to. But yeah, then I'm going to say it's just one unit coming in there as the ballista. So they've got a +2 to power checks because it's now manned by the Goliaths. And then there's Camilla. What unit are you bringing?
I want to bring the Griblies.
What?
The frog people.
Cool.
And I have the perfect plan to lead them. I'm just gonna be like, follow the leader and just have the frog I'm riding just jump in the, jump the way.
Yeah, absolutely. As these Grung go leaping through the trees, following after this ice toad with Camilla on its back. Yeah, are any of you doing anything else on the way there? I know some of you are looking hurt. So before we jump into this and roll initiative.
Yeah. As Yeoman's kind of walking by the town, he's gonna stop for a second at his place and his father's stand to see if he can pillage any health potions.
Yeah, you can give me an investigation or. Yeah, I'm trying to think because you know it well. I'll say you've got investigation with advantage.
Nice. Okay, I'll take it. Dirty 20. I thought that was nearly bad.
Yeah, you will find that most of the regular healing potions have already been doled out because of this battle going on. But you will find in his personal stash 2 potions of greater healing.
I will immediately smash one for myself and Shepard.
Okay. Can anyone remember how much that he is?
It is 44 plus 4.
Right.
So you can roll that.
Oh, nice.
Even better.
And then last thing, I'm going to put your tokens down on this map, but you guys can join the combat also on round 2. We'll try and get this. Yeah, it's basically like a surprise round. At the end.
I'm gonna try to look out for something that can heal me, since being at 1 is not good.
You can also make an investigation check as everyone rushes through the marketplace there, or I mean just through the town. You might know your own stat. Yeah, I'll say with an 18, you managed to find another 2 regular healing potions.
Well, 1 is better than, at least 1 is gonna be taken.
Okay, cool. So you've taken 1, and are you holding on to the other one, or are you
Holding on to the other one.
Cool. Rita and Mikil, are you guys doing anything on the way?
No, I'm good.
Looking for any medicinal berries or anything that might help my current health situation.
Okay, you can look. You can make a survival check as you're passing through.
Survival, let's see. $15.
Yeah, you will find that some of the druids that were part of your party have got bushels of good berries, but most of them are being consumed because there are so many injuries. But you will be able to find one bushel that has probably got about 8 good berries left on it.
I'll heal myself 8 points then. Going to 24.
Okay, so as you guys are just booking it, drinking potions, munching berries, you hear chaos erupting ahead of you, just on the edge of town, where you can see that armies are moving in from the forests, and they seem to have pushed a small group of your people back, and to the lumberyard. But Svenja, you will be the first to arrive as you do. As you and Gorm run up on the scene, you can see Mimir busy getting ready to grab some of these logs and just throw them at the enemy. But that is when you guys noticed on the roof, you saw a figure appear from the shadows, and a familiar, well, maybe not a familiar face, but a familiar styled person, a ninja, appeared there and seemed to be getting ready a bunch of things to throw at Hammond, who is standing down below there. This is where we join you, as you have just arrived with Gorm, and for now we're going to say that Gorm ran off to the actual battleground and is dealing with things there.
Okay, I'm seeing essentially a black map with creatures standing on it. Is that supposed to be? So this is like pitch dark, or is the background just not rendering? Should I just reload?
Yeah, I think you'll need to reload.
Okay.
Is anyone else having that problem?
Yeah, from which side are we coming in? Are we coming in from the north or?
No, okay, you were where you're coming in from. You're coming from the left of the map.
Let me just reload, and you can move me back there while we do that.
Yeah, that's cool. But then I'm gonna say while you're doing that, we can roll initiative on the warfare salon. I'll add everyone to the thing. You should be able to just roll it in the combat track.
Yeah. Nope, I still have black map, no terrain.
You may need to restart the browser.
Yeah, okay, let me do that. Wait, hang on. I'm also not seeing the combat tracker, so how do I roll initiative from the token itself?
I think if you just click on it in the action menu on the left that pops up, there should be a roll initiative button.
Yeah, I guess the $1 million question is which one is it? Okay, this is a cock up. Let me restart the browser completely.
Okay, can I just roll for your units, Stella?
Yes.
Sure.
But the rest of you, can you guys see those there?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can roll your initiative there for the unit.
so.
Yeah, it's already down.
Oh, I'm still seeing Odin Shield Maidens, the Grung Archers.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing initiatives for them. Is that just me?
Me neither.
Okay. I just clicked on the token.
Okay, but could everyone just open the combat encounter tab and see if there's a dice there for you?
There
Try it.
isn't for me.
Okay, I'm stuck in the world. Seems to take a while to load.
Okay, are those? Okay, I'm seeing everyone now. I assume those are right. Okay, well, Krista, while you are fixing things, we will start with the warfare, as the rest of you have got some units there. So, as before we get to what's going on with the commanders in the actual battle itself, emerging from the river, these armies have disembarked their longships and are just making their way in as this horde of axes and shields comes towards the forest. And we start off with Hammond's Navy on the front line, waiting for them.
Yes, so these seeing all that army coming towards, they are going to battle magic rain down lightning. I have no idea how to show that, but it targets 2 units, so the Drakkar and the Raiders will be targeted, and they must make a DC 16 morale check. The units. Wait a second, can I just copy this? No.
Okay, the skirmishers pass, but the raiders fail, so they take 2 casualties, right?
The unit decrements their casualty die twice on a failure or once on a success.
Oh damn! Okay. Oh, you still have to roll to hit, though.
Oh, right. That is attack first.
Fuck it. Okay, I'm still seeing a black map. I am back. I don't know if it's maybe she's vision dark or something like that. Would that be a setting thing?
Okay, I will check. But
Oh no, we're off completely. We have disappeared.
okay, yeah. So you did have some sort of sight. Just 1 second.
The attack check is 13.
That is enough. So yeah, they that will hit them, decrementing the raiders twice and the skirmishers 1.
Yes. Alright, that is, I think, the end of the Navy's turn.
Yeah, what does it look like as they call down lightning on the encroaching army?
Similar to what Reaver has been doing at the other battle, only on a more large scale, as this is an entire army doing this. So the giant rain clouds start to form or the rain clouds that were already there start to darken even worse, and then lightning starts to strike at random locations in the armies that are charging towards the forest.
Oh yeah, and taking away swaths of them at a time. As we then go to the ogres, I'm trying to remove the vision so that, so that it's not blocking. Oh no, there isn't already on this map. Can everyone else see fine?
I can see fine.
I can see fine as well.
Is it going to break stuff if I just delete her and put her back on again?
That's what I did just now, and it didn't seem to help.
Okay, you know what? Let's not worry about it. I will go and look in the stream for positioning, so we don't hold up the game. These guys have no siege engines. Let me see. So these Skakutor Kur raiders, they seem to be already injured, right?
Yeah, they've just been struck by lightning.
Let me see. Rock hurlers, so they are a siege engine light. Does that mean they can hurl rocks from where they are to these raiders, or do they have to be closer?
They specifically have an ability that allows them to target anything on the battlefield, I think. But otherwise, then, yeah, I think they can make. Yeah, they make melee attacks, I think. I'm not actually sure. I could be wrong. I think siege engines are meant to be able to fire at range. So yeah, I think you can. It's just I don't think you can attack aerial units. That's the thing. Your rock ability lets you throw things in the sky.
At disadvantage. Okay, so it's gonna hurl rocks at. Shit. You know what? I think they are going to hurl their rocks towards the Arctic Druids. So their attack will be a nat 1. That would be a miss, I'm guessing.
Yeah, as they just run through the boulders that are smashing into the ground around them, they seem to dodge them, seeing them coming.
Okay, that is their turn.
All right. Well, the ogre's making a new rock garden as Yeoman's pounding healing potions, and the Goliaths are running along with the ballista, which is quite a sight to behold running through the town. And then sorry?
Just said it's like a Scooby-Doo scene.
Yeah. Yeah, you see Codrum playing the man, what's it called? All I can think of is Rick Roll. What's that?
The Scooby-Doo theme song.
Yeah. As the raiders that have just been managed to avoid too many casualties in the lightning are attacking Hammond's navy. Oh, and no joy. So yeah, they clash against the shields, but they don't manage to break it as a force of Valkyries comes flying in from the clouds.
And we are on mute. Okay, so we are unmuted. Reloaded the. Come on, Valkyrie Force, open up. There we go. They are essentially going to also have a go at the druids and just Let's see. Nothing that they're going to do at the moment. As a reaction to be a unit, this commander chooses and opposed. Okay, so they are going to do the troops of fame and great renown. So they're going to specifically focus on the Arctic Druids. They have to do a morale check DC 11 plus. What is their domain size? Tier, who knows? Regular.
Yeah, because you have defeated Ailson, it's actually just gone up to 2. So
DC 13. So they must do a morale test against a DC 13. The Druids all suffer 1 casualty. So that's their reaction to being deployed. Yeah, babies. 1 casualty. The Druids are shitting their pants and running. Oh, they get advantage. Oh well.
yeah, they're adaptable. These are all humans. So yeah, however, some of them definitely are, as they see this coming in. But these are like Nordic humans. They see Valkyries coming in, and they just want to fight even harder, as they think, all right, there's our lift.
Well, let's see if you eat your words. That's a 25 on the attack.
Yeah, they don't expect the Valkyries themselves to actually attack them, and they are absolutely taken by this. All your power, their toughness is not good.
Let's hope. Yeah, man, 21.
Yes, absolutely. You take them by surprise. They're like, yes, the gods are with us. Wait.
Oh no, they're not with us. They're on the other side. Some you win, some you lose. Okay, so that was the Valkyrie's turn.
So, how many casualties is that?
Just 1.
Okay, yeah. You hear a couple of them yelling, "Where the hell is Ailson? Why has the gods turned against us?"
Ooh. Oh, they can't see Svenja, so they can't see that Svenja's wielding Ailson's spear.
Yeah, and they might have heard a big explosion, but as far as any of them are concerned, Ailson's fighting on the other side of the battle, so they do not know.
We would have brought his head if we could find it.
Yeah, if there was anything left. But maybe Mimir can show them some memories or something as the treants emerge from the forest. What are they going to do?
Yeah, let me see. Actually, what? Oh, sorry. You're sorry, Reefer. You're running me. Right. Apologies. Off you go.
Yes. So they will be carrying boulders or dead trees and go hurl them. Since they're rock hurlers, I don't know if that counts as ranged. So
Yeah, it does.
Heavy siege.
They
so-
just can't hit things that are aerial. Is the
All right, so they're gonna hurl also at the druids. So let's see here. The attack is 14.
that just hits.
Their power will be 16.
Oh, that'll do it.
They take 2 casualties from the Pro Curler.
Oh, okay, and with that, they are diminished.
As a bunch of trees and giant rocks go and squish a lot of their troops.
Yeah, they're completely distracted by the Valkyries coming in. They are not watching when those boulders come in and just flatten many of them, as they manage to hold their own and not retreat immediately, though they are diminished, but they are not broken yet.
That's the end of the treants.
Okay, then the shinobi on the other side, they are going to be. Let's see, actually.
We're going to regret attacking the druids and not the shinobi, aren't we?
they are going to move and then use their bonus action to camouflage as they just dart off into the like debris from all of these rocks and things that have been flung down. And with that, they get a disadvantage on attack roll. Oh wait, it has to make a check to see if they can do it. Oh, and they cannot. So they try and hide, but there is nowhere for them to hide as they're on the side of this battle with the least foliage. So they do not get advantage on their attacks, but they are going to be sending in a barrage of kunai at Hammond's navy.
All right. $16 hits. $17 gets through.
Ooh, okay, so you take one casualty, and then you, because they are using poisoned blades, you are going to add a poison token. So you basically take 2 casualties, but one of them can be healed. If you get any kind of healing going there, they can recover from the poison. I will add that effect.
Shit, I realize I made a tactical mistake. It's actually the fairies that have the healing. We'll live with that.
Cool, so that is the shinobi. However, at this point, we are going to, I'm going to say that as that's happening on the combat map, because I keep forgetting about, this is what kicks off the actual combat, is the ninja throwing stuff at Hammond, as he is going to make an attack with manipulated blade rain, and all of these creatures are just going to get pelted with daggers and swords and kunai and all kinds of things that the rest of you will just be able to see this attack just filling the deck of the lumberjack's hut with these blades as you're running up on it. And you'll probably notice the guy on the roof that's summoning them, but they're going to have to make a dex save. Ooh, okay, Hammond, not so good. One of them is killed. Okay, so this is, you see they just get impaled and stuck to the deck, but Hammond is still breathing as you hear the cries of the Goliaths charging nearby with some of those ogres. But we go then to the Goliath rock smashers as they have entered the battle.
Okay, so who's got the Goliath rock smash? Me or Reefer?
I don't have them.
Yeah, I think you got those ones.
Oh right, they are up front here. Right, so they're right next to the raiders, so they're just going to immediately do the casualty big blah 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 power tests. They are going to just assault this raiders. Their attack will be a 17.
But it's
And their power is fuck. That one So hang on a second. The casualties, the raiders' casualties are same as theirs, 4.
No, the raiders have got more casualties.
Okay, so they get advantage. So I can on that because there's a lower run. Let's roll better. That would be a 12. Because they've got advantage on power checks if the unit's got more casualties.
If the the wording is weird because whose casualties are lower than this unit, so they have got more. Their casualties are higher.
Okay.
The word casualties is broken in the system because
hit points. It should be hit points.
yeah, I mean, I get why they've called it casualties, but yeah, when you when you put it in those terms, no, they have still got like 6, and you've got 4. So
Okay. Yeah. So this wording is weird. Inflicts 1 additional casualty on a successful. Okay, so that's it. That would be their thing.
okay, yeah, so they are clashing there, but the druids behind them who have been just absolutely battered by the by rocks and Valkyrie. Yeah, they are going to, as they are, yeah, they're going to use polar bear form assault, and they are going to move to an attack with a +5 to. Yeah. So you see those druids as they're just getting destroyed by these rocks. Some of the rocks get pushed back up as these bears break out of it and just start charging, roaring towards the Goliaths and the Vikings holding off the front line. And their first attack is a 13 against Hammond's Navy.
It misses, so it's a defense of 15.
Okay, yes, these bears just hit the shield walls as I think. Oh yeah, it's just one attack. So yeah, they are currently fending off bears and ninjas all at once. As we go to the raiders, who are going to go for the Goliaths with regular attack. An 11 to hit the Goliaths. I don't think it does.
Nope. They're 12.
Okay, so Otis Shield Maiden and the Grung making their way over, but then Svenja, it's gone to you. But I think because your initiative got deleted when we removed your character. So in the combat, we'll say you are arriving now. So what would you like to do? As you've just seen the ninja nearly kill Gorm's father, and the rest of your soldiers are about to act on the next round. You may be muted.
Yes, I was muted. Sorry. Right. So she will be moving closer to the area there, and should we even mess around, or she's going to cast a hypnotic pattern on Are these the druids down here? Space. Hypnotic pattern. And she's going to cast that spell. Let's say here-ish. Okay, so kind of just as she wades into the battlefield with Elson's spear, just casting these patterns in there, almost like the Northern Lights. I think that distracts a number of the people in the armies. And as a bonus action, she's going to, oops, I need to select Gorm's father, and as a bonus action, she is going to point out to the healing, so she needs to move further forward. Come on, token selecting. Appears that I can't select her and move her. Can she? I may not have movement left after that. Okay, I think I have run out of what I can do. Let me see if it casts a spell. I'm going to trust it to have done its thing.
It has done its thing, and most of them failed. A couple of them succeeded, but the commander there has failed. So they are under your charm.
Okay. And she will do a healing word on Gorm's father. Did it apply that healing? The 6?
It did.
Fantastic. And that's her turn.
Oh,
And she will sort of just reach inside and mumble to the Valkyrie, "It's show time." But she'll bring her out in the next round. That's me.
very cool. Does that area of effect stay there, that hypnotic pattern, or is that...
Let me check the spell description. I think it... the spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses action to shake it out of its stupor. So it stays there. It is a concentration.
Yeah, I think that you're concentrating on the charm. They can't walk into that area and get charmed again.
No, it's essentially, it appears for a moment and vanishes. Hey, what was that? Where are they staying? And they stay there. But it's not like an entanglement or something else that stays.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so they, the one guy is holding his head just like in the picture, trying to figure out why he's lost his mind, as Hammond and his navy start fighting back. As, yeah, what would Hammond's navy like to do?
They are going to form a shield wall, giving every attack against it a disadvantage until they drop it as a bonus action or until they become diminished.
Very nice. So yeah, and you'll see that reflected on the combat. There's the last of those guys that are still standing start surrounding Hammond as they all raise their shield, and Hammond is going to go into a rage.
That is the end of the navy.
Okay, then the ogres.
Yeah, sorry, me again. So we're back on the war map.
Yep, I'll control them on the combat map while you are making those attacks. But I'm
Okay, they're going to have another go at the druids. I really want to sort of break them and come up. Where are you, little screen thing? It's going to haul attacks on them again, but now the druids now have less or more casualties, whatever. So let's see. I have normal attack, roll well, 15,
Yeah, that'll do.
and their power test is a 23,
Oh yeah.
and it will inflict 2 casualties on the druids. The rocks are just pelting these poor bastards.
And they failed their morale save, so these rocks, what does it look like as they crush the rest of those bears and destroy their wild shape as you break the unit?
So yes, the I mean the druids are they're surrounded by the Goliath and the navy that's essentially just thrown up the shield wall. They're trying to break through it, and these ogres are essentially. What is this thing where you try and throw the ring over the bottle? They're tossing the rocks up in the air, so the druids are looking for projectiles coming in through an arrow trajectory, and the rocks just start pelting vertically down on them. As I mean, there's a particularly big rock that one of the guys managed to lob with great efficiency that sort of crushes the bear leader.
I feel like I can hear the sound of the like crunching thunders.
It's like a wet squishy kind of sound. So that's and they will sort of do ogres shout. Yeah, they will roar with victory against these druids. Just you can almost hear it echoing across, or just going out over this open thing where there's now bits and trees. It feels a bit like a post-earthquake foresty kind of look now where the bears were.
Yeah, absolutely. As then we go to Yormund as you arrive to see this chaos, your friends in tow. What would you like to do?
Could I perchance get Shepherd as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yormund will. I think I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring out who is who.
So you can tell that the people standing on the deck are all your allies. The ogre and the Goliath are your allies. Pretty much everything else is an enemy. And
So this one's an enemy.
yeah, you can see currently the Goliath is fighting that one.
Yeah, Yormund will just point to her and shout, Shepherd to bite a leg off, and
you can, by the way, hover over them and you'll see I have actually made them right on this one, so it'll be red and hostile if they're hostile, and blue if they ally. Yellow means neutral. But I don't think there's any neutral part. Oh yeah, maybe Mimiot, but he's an ally right now.
Fuck. And Yormund's gonna come along 30 feet and notice Okay, he's actually gonna notice it earlier. And he's gonna throw a hand axe at the spy.
Okay, yeah. I didn't want to remind you in case
Yeah.
you really didn't see him, but you will recognize that ninja. as he seems to be here with a vendetta and is looking down at you as when you notice him. This is the one that got away. And he catches that hand axe as you throw it at him and just like shakes a finger at you. He seems very confident.
I give him the finger.
Okay. And is that where you're ending your turn?
I'll do this. The only thing left I can do. And that's my turn, yeah.
Cool. Do remember to actually. Oh no, it's not your AC. Just cool. Yeah. Then Mikil and your Goliaths come running in with the ballista, so you can deploy it anywhere on the rear of the warfare map. There.
All right, I'll put it smack dab in the middle.
So yeah, they'll manage to find a bit of a rise there just at the edge of the tree line, and they'll manage to set up so you can't even see where the ballista is, but they've got a nice clear overview of this battlefield that is already being pelted with boulders.
Oh boy. Okay. I assume it's already reloaded from the last battle, so I don't need it.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, we're gonna start off by attacking the Skakutoga Raiders. Yeah, that name. So let's see. There's a 22 on that attack hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then 21.
Yep.
Nice.
How many casualties does that do?
Just the one.
Okay, yeah, well, what does it look like as you manage to probably take out several of them with one bolt?
Oh, you just like up until the point of shooting, you just see this bunch of Goliath archers just running, panting with this ballista, and then they take aim and fire like semi-randomly. You know, no coherent thought about that behind that shot, and then they somehow just pierce like 4 raiders.
Yeah, just a good skewer there of those. As then we go to the Draka Skierpan, who are going to. That morale check was to get past the Valkyries thing so that they can move into your vanguard as they step forward, and they are going to try and start getting around Hammond's navy.
They attack at disadvantage, but this already misses.
Yeah, good shout, but yeah, that shield wall seems impenetrable as the Valkyries come for another round. What are they doing?
I think they are going to. I do have Chorus of Victory actually. Okay, so they are essentially just going to, as they're going to fly across the front here, the Rock Smashers and the Navy, and sort of shout words of encouragement, words of victory. So each unit on this rank, in the front rank, increases its die by 1. Let me just check that. Yes, increments its casualty die, and they have advantage on attack test at the end of its next activation. So they Goliath, Rock Smashers, and the Navy each get 1 back. Basically, they have advantage in their next attack.
Sorry, did they both get one back?
Yes, so the entire front rank of the entire vanguard our side gets one. It's a pretty powerful flyby across the vanguard. I don't know, what do they do? Dispense magic. Sing songs of victory.
Okay, yeah, very nice. As you inspire the troops below.
And what have I just done there?
I think you moved, yeah.
That's cool. You back where you were.
Okay, so I've updated the card, but it hasn't updated them in the map. They're supposed to link. Let me just do that again. Okay, that's their turn.
Oh no, I updated them already.
Okay, 5. Cool.
So yeah. Then we go to the tree ends.
Yes, they are going to hurl a stone at the, or stones at the raiders. So that will be a 20 to hit
That hits.
with a natural 20 for
Ooh.
the power.
So that does an extra casualty on that.
Yeah, then they take 3 casualties.
Okay, so they succeed their morale check, but they're not looking good. Yeah, so you with that, those rocks are now more on target and just wipe out most of that unit completely. You can see there are still some that are at this point just running to Valhalla. They does not look like they're going to be able to win this fight at all.
That's the end of the turn for the tree ends.
Okay, so on the combat side of things, Mimiat is going to pick up one of these logs that he is going to hurl towards this group of these. Wait, is it these guys? Yeah, actually, he's going to lob it at this little group here, and they are going to need to make a save, or just get crushed by this thing.
Oh, he's standing on a pile of trees. Oh, he's standing on a pile of. Yeah.
Okay, so they all failed
Except for one.
except for one. Yeah, and it's the guy on the end who's charmed. So this whole side, they are going to take. So you see the one guy gets like almost crushed. His legs are currently pinned by this trunk, as the other 3 have just been completely crushed, and the one on the end who is still charmed does not seem to have even noticed.
Ooh, pretty.
Okay, so that then takes us to the ninjas. Also, to Mikkel, Carmilla, and Riva, you guys can roll initiative. I didn't realize that you hadn't. I'm like, why haven't we seen you guys yet? And I just realized.
Oh, my bad.
But that's fine. We'll bring you in just now. But now it is going to go to the ninja who's looking down at Yormund, who's flipping him off, and he's going to try and take that finger as he you're going to see him throw a shuriken at you as it just kind of curls through the air towards your hand. And let me just double check the roll. I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Ha! Watch me fuck it up anyway. Oh. Damn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is just enough. As you will see, this shuriken fly down, and you can see that he's like going for your finger, but he misses completely, and then you see he pulls back on an almost invisible string as this wire wraps around your finger and tries to like rip it off. But I guess you're wearing gauntlets and you're just a badass. So as he tries to do a full on get over here, you just stop him right there, and you are now kind of holding the line between you as he tries to chain pull you and fails.
Oh, the fishing. The fish has just caught the fisherman.
And then, yeah, because that was a miss. He doesn't get anything else. So, oh wait, he might have a bow. So yeah, he's going to, as he's kind of standing up there, he's going to take the hide action as a bonus action as he tries to kind of slip into that chimney over. But you've got him attached on the line, so I'm going to give him disadvantage. Ooh, disadvantage. So yeah, you know he's a ninja. He would have gotten a nat 20 on that, but you can feel him right there. So that is their turn as we go then to Mikil. I'm actually glad you rolled low.
Yeah. This is bad. I don't have any more spell slots, so I can't. Shield of Faith, though.
Yormund will just ask for a hand, just straight up.
Do you want me to lob it off? In what sense?
I'm asking you to help me.
With what? Okay, yeah.
I'm going to pull this fucking ninja out of this chimney.
Sure. Okay, how do you want to do this? Because
you know, good question. I mean, Yormund will guide your hand over on the wire, so you can like at least you know where it is. You can grab onto it.
okay, yeah, okay. I'll help Yeoman pull this wire.
Yeah, I mean, now that you've got a hold of it, it's like fishing gut. It's probably stronger than the fishing gut you're used to, but it's definitely like you can tell that it's there. You can see it glinting.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll help pull this fish.
Do you want to just make the strength check? Advantage.
Sure. I'll make this strength check.
Yeah, I'll say we can do both.
Right.
Okay, so 15 is not going to be enough to pull him out completely, but you will like now have it'll be taught. So Yormund, you'll be able to do that on your turn.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah, you would have advantage. So we can take that 20 because that will probably be enough. But we'll see if anything happens before you actually pull him out there.
Yep.
So yeah, Mikkel, is that your turn? Running up and just both of you having this tug of war with a ninja.
I guess.
Cool. Then to the Goliath. Sorry, I skipped in there.
Okay, unmute again, and so the raiders in front of them have been sort of pelted by rocks and things like that. They are inspired by the Valkyries, and they are just going to essentially attack them. They, with clubs and hands and fists and bits of broken splinters and trees and rocks and whatever they can pick up. If they don't have weapons with them, which they should probably have, and that
They
is
will
their
also get the big advantage on power now, as they've been battered these days.
Yep, let me just see. Yeah, that's just on power. It says so they still have to hit the attack, but they have advantage on the attack because of the healing in the previous round. So, and that's a lucky thing. So that's a 17.
That hits, an advantage on the power.
17.
That'll do it.
Yeah, and they will take out 2 casualties.
Okay.
Big.
That means they are going to have to try and rally, which they do not. They are broken. What does it look like? Does the Goliaths wipe them out?
Are they? Yeah. How much bigger are they than the normal? They're like sort of 8 or 9, I guess, tall. So basically, you're seeing they're wading through this army and smashing them and picking people up by their legs and arms and just bashing other people with it. So it is a little bit bloody and carnagey and brutally and things. But the sheer power and brutality is what makes the rest of the raiders sort of run. And I don't know, I guess, I mean, I'm sort of visualizing that some of them are, this is my chance to go to Valhalla, so they will bravely die, getting crushed with a fist in the skull and so forth. But
Yeah,
I don't know how many
that
run
launch.
away.
Yeah, no, killing it, breaking a unit doesn't necessarily mean that you've killed them all. A lot of them see that Valhalla isn't that appealing when you can see your friends getting smashed around by Goliaths. So a lot of them are booking it the hell out of there, but not many of them are making it out.
Yeah. So, but hey, the Valkyries are there. I guess they pick up the souls that are worthy anyway. They don't pick sides when it comes to bravery. But that's their turn. And will they? Yeah, no, they. I guess they're wading into it. Does that mean they are moving? Yeah, no, they're going to be good. How many movements can they can move 1 square per round, right?
Yeah, they do have an ability that lets them move more, but because you've already made the attack, then yeah, just 1.
Yeah.
They
So
can
they're
move
gonna-
diagonally though if you want to.
Yeah. If I can get the token to do the become token. Yes, so they're going to move towards the ninja squad.
Perfect.
And that's their turn.
Okay, then these guys who I've been neglecting on the combat, the guy that's currently crushed by a tree, he is going to use his whole action to try and get out from under the tree. Actually, he is going to cast Awaken on the log that is on him, and it is going to sprout legs and run at Mimir and try and barrel him over. As it runs over, it's basically going to, I'm not going to put down an extra creature, it's just going to trigger an environmental effect. And Svenja and Mimir are both going to need to make a dex save as those logs all start rolling down off of their precariously placed pyramids. And you see they are rolling towards you one way, Svenja, and trying to trip Mimir. Okay, you are able to get out of the way there, Svenja. You do see one of them crushes one of those crates next to you, and you hear an almighty crash from behind you as Mimir is knocked right onto his ass. And he is not prone. But that is Pretty much all the birds in-
There's a bit of a giggle from Svenja. She's just like shout over, "You okay, big guy?"
I'll be fine. Worry about yourself, master. As the raiders from Skakatoko come running in. Wait.
Sorry, I have to make this slightly. Let's just because she is wearing the free runners. What she actually does is kind of just do a bit of a river dancey kind of thing on. So she's nimbly hopping over them. It's the parkour thing.
Yeah, love the image of you jumping over them, and Mimir just, it looks like he's running on marbles for a while as he's kind of kicking them towards you, and you're just bouncing across them. The creature that is charmed, does he get a save against the charming effect?
When he gets damaged, or when so very specifically says if he takes any damage or action to shake him, he gets a. It's not another saving throw. The spell just ends if he gets damage or someone shakes him.
Okay, because his two cronies there, they are like trying to pull him into the battle. So I would say that that counts as shaking. However,
Yeah.
this creature in particular has a feature called Charlatan Madness. Chardalin, I don't know. Which, let's see. Okay, yeah, so you see, they are currently trying to shake him out of it, which they do manage to do. But as he comes out of it, he just immediately goes into a rage and swings his flail, embedding it in the head of one of his own allies.
Hey, thanks for the help. He's on our side.
Well, not quite. The other guy just starts. You hear him yelling that and trying to point towards the actual enemy, but this guy seems off his rocker. As Oda's shield maidens are deployed onto the battlefield, what are they going to do?
Nice. Where can I put them?
If they start in the rear, they have to
Okay.
move up.
Well, they will.
They can also dash and stuff like that.
Yeah, they'll quite excitingly dash into the reserves.
So, that's the other thing is from the reserves, like the reserves and the vanguard, those can collapse. So you only have to move through one space to get to the front line. Because you could, if you have like 2 rows of full infantry there, then it makes more sense. But if the reserves row is empty, you can kind of jump over it.
Oh, okay. So can I actually just move? So if I just actually wanted to be here, could I just say that was 1 square move?
No, well, you would deploy in the rear, so it would be 1 to go to the center, and then if you're dashing, you could either go to the reserves or to the vanguard. Either one is
Okay.
would count as your second.
I'll stick in the reserves then.
Okay, cool. Any bonus actions or anything?
Nope.
Okay. I'd say you could do an order as well on top of that, just if you have any.
Sure, I do. Hold the line. This unit may give 1 allied unit advantage on morale checks until the start of your next turn. Who needs morale checks? Well, is Hammond's Navy humans mostly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll give it to the Rock Smashers.
Don't quite get the logic, but
No, because humans have
they've already, yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Just the way you asked it. It was like, "Are they not there?" They're not there. Cool. So they've got advantage, and then the grung coming in from the forests, you will also be able to deploy them now. Though I think they quite like being up there in the trees.
And that's where they will stay, shooting those guys. What is it called? The skirmishes. Let's see. That's attack. Nah. Not gonna happen. Oh well, they tried.
Okay. And then we go to Svenja. As these the units that are left are now seeing the reinforcements arriving and thinking twice about their lives. But Svenja, you've just dodged all these logs. What are you going to do? You are still muted, by the way.
Fuck it. I keep on doing this. She is going to invite the Valkyrie to join her, and the transformation is, the wings come out. It's like she's growing a little bit bigger. I don't know if there's like the crackling of bones and flesh as the actual Valkyrie's wings come out of her. And she is, when I choose to do the Twisted Cider, do I get a choice on which of the cider things come out, or is it still a random default check?
I mean, you do know, you should know some of them permanently. I'm not sure if you've got any.
3 of them. I know bomb, flare, and bullet.
Yeah, those, because we have just left them on there in case you do roll that. I'm not sure if those are part of the ones you know, but I think if you're doing the cloak, then you have access to the ones you know. So I'll say you've got those for now.
Okay. The Savage Fury that comes with this, she's going to fly up. Now, let me see if I can actually get to our friend in the chimney. So she's going to fly up there and with her wings and claws just lash out at him. And this was the fun part around. Needs to be a better. There has to be a better way with this thing. Strength and dexterity is +2, so she is doing 3d6 plus dex plus. So she's first going to attack. Let's do the attacking, and that is fuck it. Sorry, I'm not getting the attacks on this. Is it? It's 1d20 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4. So the first attack is a 16 to hit.
Just misses.
Okay, and she's got a second attack with this. D20 plus 7, there we go. Ah, shit. So she's just not able to hit him. That is, holy shit, 50 10. Okay. I guess that's her.
Okay. So as Svenja comes down and just, you see the chimney where the little line is going into, and you just tear it apart. You just completely destroy the chimney. You will see no ninja in there as you kind of rip it open, and Mikil and Yormund, you guys will feel as the chimney is destroyed, you will pull something back, and as you pull it towards you, Svenja, you will see something that looks like it is sparkling on the end, like a small black sort of orb. As Yormund and Mikil, you wrench this thing towards you, and Mikil, because it was you that actually made the check, you catch a lit bomb in your hand.
Well, that's fucking wonderful. Hang on.
So before it goes off, we are going to go to the top of the round, and Camilla, it is going to be your turn. You and Riva are both going to have a free action because we skipped your turn the first time.
Free action,
Ooh.
you say?
Did you say?
Yeah. And I will say you guys also see Mikil catch a bomb that Yormund and Mikil are both looking down at currently.
Nope.
I don't even see Raver in the combat initiative.
Then you need to roll for initiative.
Oh, it is this one. Oh well. It's time to use the thing that I hardly use.
Oh, but she's so good with it. Yeah, that hits. And that kills.
Oh, that's a lot of. That can be a lot of damage. Is this another 14? No.
That last one hits the ogre in the back of the leg. He just hit him twice in the ass, and he's just like waves them away like a bug just bit him.
And then, for my bonus action, I lay down on the ground, put my cloak over, and tries to hide.
Yeah, not your best hiding spot, but you get the impression that everyone else is pretty busy with other things.
Yep, and that's it.
Hey, Hammond's Navy then.
All right. Is just a quick question: the battle magic hold down lightning, is that just anywhere on the map, or do I need to be within close quarters range to?
Mm. I can't remember. I think you can only do that once per turn. I'm not, but yeah, I think you can split that one. It doesn't say adjacent. Others do.
No, it
I mean,
said
once per battle.
2 units. Oh, just once per battle.
Yeah, battle magic is usually like that, but it's yeah, you can use it again. That's fine. We'll because usually it's an item that you use, but I'm not sure how Gorm set that one up. So it's fine. You can use it again, and yeah, you can target both of those units.
So both of them need to make a DC 16 morale check, and then I need to roll for power, I think. That succeeds.
Oh wait, these guys have advantage.
And fail. So then the power check incoming. 14.
Yeah, okay, that'll hit.
Then the skirmishers take 2, and the shinobi take 1.
Okay, yeah. What does that look like? Has that changed there?
Lightning was already striking on the 2 that disappear, and suddenly mid-air, the lightning changes direction as they are weaved by the spellcaster. So just before hitting the ground, it shoots off towards the 2 armies, arcing through anybody that is standing too close to each other.
Oh shit! Okay, nice. The ogres continue on behind it. Oh, and Hammond himself, I'll say, because you were, I think, still muted there, Svenja. He is going to actually join the fight, and the 3 of them are going to jump down.
Okay. I think the ogres are having immense amounts of. This is like 10-pin bowling. Sorry, you do that first. Let's do that attack.
That's cool. I'll roll these while you can take
Okay.
them.
So they're doing that 10-pin bowling thing right now from the skirmishers, because they're sort of simple creatures. I can see skirmishers attack skirmish. And man, they are having a great day. They're just bowling full strikes all the time. We're gonna stick with that thing. And they get advantage in the power check, I believe, because they're big. Did that roll? Damn it. Why is that not?
It was a 21. Sorry, it just got lost in the other stuff.
Okay, so that was the attack hit. Power check.
Anyway.
And power check at advantage would be a 21 as well.
And so this is against the skirmishers, right?
Yeah, and again 2 casualties. So they, because they're having such a successful round, they're essentially the little one's mine. No, I'm going for the blue one. They sort of in ogre, starting to make a bit of a game of this to see how many they can hit and trick shots and curveballs and things.
Yeah, and they definitely seem to be pulling some of those off, as these guys are definitely diminished at this point, though able to avoid letting the ogres get a full strike.
Well, what can we say? We'll pick up spares. Whose turn is it to go get beer?
Yeah, Thorvald starts throwing some mammoth cheese into the mix just to reward.
How many fingers does ogres have? Do they do like a high 3?
These are questions you ask it. You want to ask your dungeon master, how many fingers does an ogre have?
Yeah, do they do a high 5 or a high? Anyway, so okay, this is pretty
4.
brutal.
I'm trying to see on that art. I can't actually tell. But yeah, speaking of fingers, Yormund, you have now got a bomb tied to your finger, and it is held in Mikhail's hand. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh man, I'm so tempted to say throw to Svenja. Can I?
You know what? I was thinking about just trying to return to sender.
Oh
if the
yeah,
string was long enough that he was in the chimney and it got over here, it can get back into the chimney.
I mean, Svenja, I'll say, if you want to use your reaction to try and help that happen, you absolutely can.
Is this a magical bomb?
No, it seems
Okay,
quite non-magical.
shame.
So yeah, throw it here.
All right.
So yeah, okay. So this very specifically, if she can't help him get it into the chimney because of a failing roll, she will grab it to her chest and turn away from Yormund and Gorm.
Okay,
Gorm.
well, let's see how the sleight of hand check goes.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I was just throwing it.
Yeah, you can throw it up there easily, but it's gonna need some dexterity to actually get it where
Okay.
it needs to go. So
Um,
it'll be
just
with
a-
advantage because Sven is helping you.
just
But
a
it
dex-
depends it depends on what you're actually trying to do because it is tied to your finger and currently in Mikil's hand. So it's you guys can communicate out of turn order.
Yeah, Yormund would just be trying to like just grab it out of Mikkel's hand and then just like just an overarm throw, like a ball.
Like a grenade.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The hole where the chimney was even bigger now, so better target.
Yeah, so I'll need a dex check or a sleight of hand check, whichever is higher, but you'll have advantage from Sven.
Okay. Mm,
Okay, and then I'll say, Svenja, you can also make a sleight of hand check to see if you are able to just sort of bat it down into the chimney hole, or if you are forced to catch it and pull it to your.
Yeah, I think that looks
Oh.
like a catch it.
Yeah, it looks like it as those wings just kind of come in to fold in around it. You bring it to your chest.
Mm-hmm. Now all we have to hope is that it does less than 50 damage.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping.
Okay, so Mikil, I mean Yormund, that was essentially an attack. So, what are you doing with the rest of your turn?
right, Shepherd. Shepherd will bite. That strength check is with disadvantage, by the way. Oh, that's so fun. Ah,
How's that the DC?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you'll see as you try to push her down, she kind of falls back onto the end of her spear and tries to push Shepard off of her, but yeah, is well and truly surrounded, just kind of falling onto the other bodies that are also trying to attack.
Nice. Yep, that'll be Shepherd.
Also, it's a woman. Shepard's less motivated, you know.
Yeah. There's no oysters involved.
Is that it for your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Mikil, we go to the ballistas.
Okay. Let's hope if dice gods are with me. They're not, okay. Um hum. So the blow the horn thingy on my ballista, it says once per panel, grant also running or defending this. all units surrounding and defending this fortification advantage on morale checks. Is that for the rest of the battle?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd say yeah, at least this time. I think yeah, if they, as long as they're defending it, then yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to blow the horn.
Okay. Yeah, those Goliaths going off as the Treants, the Ogres, and the Grung all have advantage on morale checks.
Cool. That'll be the ballistas then.
Cool. The Raiders are going to try and fight back here as they. Let's see. I just realized how the abilities work. Okay. So they are going to make an attack against Odin's Shield Maidens as they've just surprised them. 20. I'm going to
No.
put a 6 on the.
I got really scared there, I'll be honest.
They're going to try and move one way that way. As on, we go to the Treants on the wall map, but I'm going to move. Wait, did I move the right people?
Sorry, I just want to check, is this where the reaction that says both infantry can move into the happen,
Yes.
or does it happen later? Okay, so they will follow them in. Be chasing them.
Okay, so I think you need to make a morale test of DC 8 to
I
do
think that's
that.
with advantage, by the way, from
Actually, I'm not.
the order.
Can I keep that, or do I have to use it now? I want to keep it for later.
It's just until my Odin's Shield Maiden's next turn, I think.
Oh,
So you
so
might
may
as well use it.
And it
Yeah.
was useful. Okay. Sweet. So
Okay.
they're chasing as these guys try and move to the Shield Maidens. They see these. They hear the Goliaths running up behind them, in between them. Right.
As you do that, you are going to trigger their reaction as they were baiting you in, and as they charge in, all of them drop their spears, and they are going to catch a couple of those Goliaths on their spears, and they get to make an attack against you.
Very sneaky.
They roll the 5. So yeah, they stop to do that, but are just trampled by the Goliaths running in.
Channeling Katya, get bigger spear.
Yeah, absolutely. If these guys can stop a mammoth from charging them, these little puny folk aren't doing much. As the Valkyries come in once again.
So they can't actually attack on this turn. So what they can do is see if they can recharge victory 6, and that doesn't recharge. So because they did the swooping in on the previous, the dive bomb on the Shinobis, they can't do anything else this turn.
Okay, so they're just picking up the souls of those that have just been crushed.
Yeah, it's like this intense dive, so they're swooping past and recovering, I guess. Okay.
And then we go to the Treants.
The Treant's going to hurl ballista bolts actually at the skirmishers.
Also, sorry, the Drakaskepan is going to make an attack against Shepherd there, but missed. Oh, there we go. So you get advantage on the power check from
I already have advantage on power check because I have big, but sure. That's 21. They take 2. Yeah, they take 2.
Okay, so they did succeed their morale check, so they only take the 2.
As the 3 ends hurl these giant ballista bolts, they think they are a hail of arrows. They can block with their shields, so they put up their shields, and then the bolts get bigger and bigger and bigger and start impaling those who thought they were actually arrows. As ballista bolts are usually 2 meters long, which is long.
Yeah, no, not the thing you want to run into on the battlefield. Yeah, they are definitely looking like they're sort of backed up there. Oh, sorry, hold on. You were targeting the skirmishers, right? Or was this
Yes.
against Shinobi?
No, it was against the skirmishers.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so then on the combat, Mimir is going to be trying to climb back to its feet, but yeah, that's unfortunately all it's really going to be able to do. It'll use its movement to start getting. And yeah, it'll throw another one at this frost giant, this barbarian. Who, as as he's just stood up, gets smashed by one of the crates that Mimir just throws at him, and is currently bleeding out on the floor. But we go to so the shinobi are going to be actually at this point. Okay, so they are going to try and make an attack against Oda's shield maidens, I think. Actually, they're going to go for the Valkyries because they've got no respect.
How dare they?
There's a 14.
14 hits. Do they attack at disadvantage because it's a flying unit?
No, because they are archers, but a 6 on the power. I don't think it's going to do much.
Yeah, not enough.
So yeah, they do start throwing all kinds of throwing weapons, and the Valkyrie are having to dodge them, but they aren't. They hurt the mounts more than any of the riders, as that squad is going to start moving and use a bonus action to try and camouflage again. Which they do, so you'll have disadvantage on attacks against them. But on the map itself, as it is now his turn, Svenja, where you have caught that bomb, it is going to detonate, and I will need you to please make a dex save with disadvantage.
That was meant to be. Definitely 2. 7.
Oh, okay.
300 fire damage.
Not that bad, but I'm trying to find it. Sorry, this guy's got jutsu. You know how it is.
You see, this is where this Razmira druid that I was supposed to roll to die gloriously becomes the next character. She's survived in spite of all of everything I tried to do to her. So
Oh, okay, you got kind of lucky there. There's 19 points of fire damage.
okay. My character, the temp hit points in the character sheet doesn't work for some weird reason, but she now has 31 temp hit points as opposed to 50.
Yeah, he rolled real low on that. There, your
Okay.
temp hit point should show up now.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. So what does it look like as the Valkyrie basically absorbs the entire impact of that explosion as you shield it?
It's almost like she catches the bomb and turns and wraps her wings around it with the back towards Yormund, and they from the back they just see almost like a boof, and the wings and shoulders just puff up a little bit, and there's sort of as a bit of smoke and a bit of ashes. She sort of just pats the one wing to. There's a bit of a flame there that just pats out. And looks around to see if she can find. Oh, she can't. Yeah, it's not her turn yet. But yeah, it's like a bomb blanket. It just goes boonk and bounces a little bit, and there's a bit of smoke, and it's
And through the smoke, a ninja is going to fly up and try and uppercut you, but you just deftly kind of dodge out of the way as he is now right in front of you with a blade drawn, and he seems to have missed his attack once again. So
and Svenja's favorite phrase.
Okay, so we've done with that situation. Cool. In that case, I'm gonna move up closer to the front lines. Let's see. Gonna move over to the right side of this. That'll be left side. It's Goliath. Wait, that's stupid. Whatever. That's probably not.
I forgot to take their turn actually. So if you want one of them to throw you, I'll say they can.
No, yeah. Can it can it throw me in this direction?
Yeah. Do you want to just into the open space or
Yeah.
at one of them?
Just into the open space.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
I
Okay.
mean, you can describe what it looks like if you to get over there, but the ogre will help you to do it.
I run past the Goliath or the ogre, and then I just I point arms and hey, throw me, and I point at roughly the location. Just,
Yeah,
picks
he
me
doesn't
up.
question it for a second. He just grabs you, and
Yeah.
flings you 30 feet.
Yeah, and then since I'm a bit further away, I'll cast a fireball in the back of this guy. And that is a firebolt, not a fireball.
Yeah, I'm getting used to.
Oh wait, wouldn't it be advantage since I'm flanking, technically?
No, but
No, right.
I'll give you cinematic advantage if you do it midair as the
Okay.
as the ogre's throwing you.
Oh, nice. Yes.
That's enough to kill him and the guy next to him.
That is cool. Okay, nice. That'll be
Some
my
John
turn.
Woo like thrown by the ogre and just firing firebolts off.
Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
Very nice. Reba, we go to you, and remember you'll have a double action.
Yes. So I will dash, move next to Shepherd, and I will target. Wait, blue means friendly. Wait, no. What does blue mean?
Friendly.
Yeah, so it does mean friendly.
The blue border means friendly, but I think someone's targeting that one. That's why.
They
A
have
little
that.
box.
Me.
I will target the last bad guy that is alive within this kill circle, and I will thorn whip them. So let's see here. I think that hits
Oh,
for
yeah.
10 points of piercing damage, and they are dragged closer towards me as much as possible.
So, yeah, you kind of help Shepard just drag her out of that group, screaming and trying to get at you with the spear, which she is going to do using her reaction. Because you dashed as well, she's going to use Manstopper, and it can make a javelin attack against you. Posted in the chat there. Oh, whoops. I don't know. So I need you to. She makes the attack. But misses. So she's just flailing wildly with her spear.
Alright, as a bonus action, I'll apply Shillelagh to my staff and end my turn.
Very nice. We go to the ogre. I mean the Goliath. The rock smash. See some skirmishes to smash.
And unmute again. I'm not having fun with my unmute button. So they are. So at the moment, I'm picturing that slightly chaotic. There's the shield maidens, the rock smashers, and the skirmishers, all sort of mauling through the same space. Again, just sort of dashing, mashing heads together and hitting with clubs and stuff like that. And targeting doesn't work on this map.
It doesn't work with the warfare units. No.
Okay, so that's a 10 to hit. I'm guessing that doesn't work.
It does not.
Hang on a second. So they don't have a tap. Right, that is their thing.
Okay. So yeah, holding them off there, and then the druids which have been taken out. I realize that's the guy that's been squashed. The other one's still charmed. So this guy that has been crushed here is bugger all he can do. He is going to wild shape into a snake and slither into the pile of wood. And you lose sight of him. These guys, he just realized that he killed his friend, and he's realized that pretty much everyone else is dead, and they are going to turn around and run. As we go to Oda's Shield Maidens.
All right, let's attack. Okay.
How it goes. So we go to the grung. Hey, those raiders, that Flustervik doesn't fuck around. These guys are holding you off as long as they can, but it's only a matter of time. Camilla, are you there?
Yes. Oh, it's the tree time. I know exactly what it's time to do.
The trees speak amphibian.
Well, they are tree frogs, these ones.
I suppose that makes sense.
I guess not.
Yeah, unfortunately not. Yeah, unless you want to use that guerrilla fighters, I will say this is a spot that they would be able to use it. And remember, they've got the volley to be able to try and target too, just as a reminder.
Nah.
Must be adjacent squares though.
Oh, right. But then we go to Svenja.
Okay, so I think out of the corner of her eye, if she looks at his father, who looks the most badly hurt? Thorvald, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm almost seeing this aerial ballet kind of thing that she's bomb and the sweeping, very graceful. She will sort of throw out in his direction a few motes of golden healing energy as she does him, and damn it, I really am not doing well clicking stuff today, am I? Actually, yes. Cast spell. Data set is undefined. Oh, this is the thing that some of the spells sometimes. Okay, let's try it from here. Bear with me. Call is input. Spells, healing word. There we go. Right. And she's having great fun with this viciousness of attacking with her hands. So she's going to 120 plus 7 again. Swipe at the ninja with the wings. That's a 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay, and this is why, because she really is having great fun. 3d6. 3d6 plus 3 plus 3. And this is bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
I got cheated there. Oh, I should target him, shouldn't I?
That as you land that punch, you will see his eyes kind of widen as he is not expecting that hit from you, and he looks very confused and kind of afraid as he sees the energy coming off of your punch, but it doesn't look like you've managed to hurt him much yet.
Well, that's just because that was the first hit. Okay, the second one at 11 doesn't do much.
Yeah, he ducks that second one. You see he's now suddenly much more motivated to avoid your strikes.
Yeah, and there's nothing I can use to re-roll that right now. Okay, but that is her turn.
As he dodges that second strike, he will land kind of low and just look up at you and say, "Is that how you managed to defeat my master? You hold one of the chakra beasts, don't you?"
I guess she would sort of grin at him, sort of in a very playing with you. I destroyed your master with, but if that's what you chakra beast, if that's what you're calling the Valkyrie that you are seeing me being, yes, I guess.
All the more reason for you to die then. And you see him grabbing onto his sword. You see energy starting to flow off of him as well as he looks like he's kicking it up a notch. But we go to Camilla hiding in the bushes down below as no one seems to have realized that you're over there.
It's time to kill the last one.
She takes the hit. You see her getting dragged away as it's just leaving this trail of blood, but she's still technically alive.
Not for long. Oh well, guess they can live for a turn.
Okay. Then we go to Hammond's Navy. Reva, are you there?
Oh, sorry. Muted. They are going to move here and attack into the skirmishers. So let's see here. 10, I don't think hits.
Nope.
Then that's them.
Okay, and Hammond's going to move in, but he's going to give you advantage on. Actually, he'll take one swing. Okay, so he will give anyone who makes an attack against the Drakaskepan advantage on their next hit. But then we go to the ogres.
Okay, the ogres are getting bored to throw stones at these close people. Oh, let's hit tiny one back there. Turn their attacks to just because it's boring throwing stones at the ones that are so easy to hit near, and again do their attack roll. Do I get anything? Are the shinobi's casualties lower than theirs? Looks like it.
Maybe that they've got 3.
Okay, so but this doesn't do the attack thing though. So let's roll the attack first. See how well they throw this time. Man, they're on their game. Okay, so power touch at advantage. That's a 10 to hit. 10 power.
That is not enough.
Okay.
However, the ogre on the combat side does manage to hit the shinobi as well, so it does some damage to him specifically.
Okay.
So yeah, they are trying their level best, but Yormund, I think that takes us to you.
Well, Shepard will try and finish this one. Ah, fuck. I forgot to target, but 19 to hit and 7 piercing against the last one still left.
That's just not enough to kill her, but it does hit.
Damn. That's it for Shepard. Yormund will throw a hand axe at the shinobi. It's kind of can't really climb up there. Not fast. There we go.
He is going to use his reaction to try and catch it again. Which he does, and he's going to throw it back at you. For a 14.
Not quite.
You see him just like spin around and sort of kick it out of the air back at you, and it just goes flying over your head.
Gonna have to look for that later now.
He's still got your other one too. Okay. Oh, yeah, nothing he can do about. Did he throw another one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that one hits. It's how many of those have you got?
Shouldn't have come here then, fucker.
I mean, to be fair, there are weapons, throwing weapons aplenty that he's summoned from the sky. So yeah, plenty of stuff to throw at him, and one of them is now sticking out of his leg.
As he kicks one out the air back at me, the other one catches him just on the thigh.
Yeah, he's yelping while also trying to fight Svenja at the same time. So is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Cool. Then Mikkel's Ballista.
Let's see if the dice gods are with me. They are. Yay.
Hey.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna take a shot at the skirmishers. Actually, no. Actually, I'm gonna shoot at the shinobi squad. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Okay, now for power. Ah, shit. That's a 6 on power.
Yeah, they also were camouflaged, so it would have actually been a disadvantage. So yeah, you managed to hit some of the stuff around them, but unfortunately you can't quite pick out the targets properly.
A shame. Yeah, that's the ballista's turn.
Okay, then to these skirmishes that have been doing surprisingly well, but their commander is currently getting mauled by a wolf and is screaming bloody murder as they start to think otherwise. Yeah, they are going to try and flee. They get back to their side. Odin Shield Maidens can try and take a reaction if they want, but they are going to try and retreat. Oh, I see. Misunderstood how this thing actually works, but yeah, as the one is dying, they see this and they are going to try and retreat, which they do manage to do with a 20. But I will say before they go, because they are kind of surrounded there, if anyone has a reaction from their Otis Shield Maidens, the Goliath Rock Smashers, or Hammond's Navy, you might be able to break them on the way out.
Oh yes. Sorry, I just got back.
I don't think we
I
have.
think the only reaction you can take, I have for
You are awfully quiet. I'm not sure if that's just me.
sorry, okay, I have nothing that can do damage. I can follow them, but I can't actually attack them.
Mm.
If any of you have something
I
to do damage
don't.
with, go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to take that as there are no reactions, and these guys manage to retreat. You see them break and run as your soldiers start to cheer, and you just see the rest of them scattering. One or two of them staying behind, shouting about the others being cowards before you just slaughter them where they stand, and the others pile into what is left of their longships and try and sail away. Leaving their commander behind, but the Valkyries, it does go to their turn.
Okay, so they have sort of regrouped. They will do another dive attack on the shinobis. Attack with advantage.
So that'll be a normal attack because they are camouflaged.
Oh yes, that's true. So no, I don't think a 10 hits them.
Won't, but is it just a normal attack or a dive?
Well, it would normally be advantage.
Oh, it's the two casualties.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm assuming they cancel out.
Yeah, so where the Valkyries start swarming, they're kind of hidden about, so you might be able to pick up one or two of them, but unfortunately not.
Okay, and their chorus also doesn't recharge, so that's the
Okay, unlucky. The treants then.
The treants are going to attempt to throw boulders at the shinobi. Is that an attack at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. 10 doesn't hit, I don't think.
Yeah, just hiding out there too well, as you're not even sure if they're still there anymore. But there is still this one on the roof that Amir's going to try to throw the rock at as well. And misses. So yeah, that one tracks. Going to the shinobi, who now, as all of these attacks are coming in, you will see them starting to move, trying to kind of get away, as they will emerge and make an attack against against the Valkyries. It's an 18 to hit, but a 5 on the power.
yeah. So they will hit, but I guess their little puny weapons ping off strong Viking armor and shields.
Yeah, not able to do too much to the Valkyrie, but let's see if the ninja is able to do anything up close, as he now gets his turn and he looks ready to kill. Okay, so he's going to try this again, and as he's got an axe in his leg, he tries to swing his sword up at you with a rising dragon attack. A 16 to hit. I can see you taking a reaction, but we can't hear you. What are you?
Yeah,
Shit,
mute.
sorry, muting. So she did a silvery barbs.
As part of this thing, it says the target is, like, when you hit, it is launched 30 feet into the air and becomes unable to take reactions until the end of your current turn. I don't know if you can react to this attack. That
Okay, well, I'll take my silvery barbs back then and be launched into the air.
I mean, I think it would make sense that you can do that before it hits you, because that's how. So I'll roll again, but I got a 17. So yeah.
Yeah, so she's still launched up into the air.
So
Which-
you're launched up. Sorry, say again.
Yeah, which is actually perfect for what I have in. Okay, but that's she's done a reaction.
And you take 22 points of piercing and poison damage. And as you are smashed up into the air, you kind of, your wings haven't kicked in yet. You are just hovering there, as that is a combo move. So he can, until the end of his turn, he can target you with a finisher, and his finisher. His finisher. Oh, yeah, he's going to, like, as you're kind of floating up there midair, he suddenly reappears above you with his leg up in the air as he brings it down for a powerful kick, and he is going to use Adamantine Arcala against you, and he targets your center, crushing your center of gravity and breaking your form as he makes another attack against you. And I will need you to make a con saving throw if he hits.
Okay. That didn't go well. 7.
That's okay, because the attack was an 11. So he misses. I'm just checking. If the Jutsu is used as a finisher, you make 2 kicks to the core, shattering. So it's a second attack. So let's. Oh, a 22 on that one.
Oh, it's on now, fucker.
Let's see. Let's hope you survive this hit, as it is one hell of a kick. You managed to block the first one, but sorry, because it's a finisher, it's actually a strength save, not con, so you can reroll that.
Okay, so whatever it rolls, we have to add 2 to because of the cloak.
Cool.
Does she get okay, so that would be a 17, 18, 19.
Okay, that is enough. So he's trying to basically kick you back down 30 feet into the roof, but you manage to stay airborne with the wings, and you two are both kind of fighting mid-air there. But it has already applied the damage, but you did take another, I think it was 31 points of piercing and poison damage there. So you are
Bleeding.
yeah, it should be right there. But
Yeah.
yeah, that is, he has hit you with all his might. And then let me just quickly spend the chakra for him, and then we will go to Miki.
Oh, okay. This is the pot calling the kettle black. Huh. We'll wait for our turn.
Yeah, he does now suddenly look like he's breathing heavy. For the first time, you can see he he thought that hit should have killed you. He put a lot into it, and he's looking terrified right now. But Mikil, back down below, what are you going to do?
Well, I like killing stuff, so I'm gonna look for next next victim. Oh yeah, that is a victim.
Yeah, there's one guy wandering around still under Svenja's charm. Although after that, it's probably broken. I don't know if you've succeeded your concentration check there, Svenja, but
I don't know if it asked actually. So, I mean, the DC is something. She took 22 plus. She took like 50. There's no way she's gonna. Let's roll it for fun anyway.
it did actually, I think, auto roll it. You got a 17 on the roll. So
Oh, there we go. So yes, so it rolled it against the. Yeah, well.
no, that's cool. Then I'll say it's still up. There's still the one guy is still walking around charmed as Mimir is walking up behind him. And the lumberjack is running down the stairs because I forgot he was there to attack him. Otherwise, there's the woman that is being dragged away by Shepard, who's not quite dead yet, but that ninja looks very dangerous still.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of far away, so I'm gonna throw a fireball down. So 22 hit.
Yeah, that hit.
Damage, please.
Cool, nice.
was quite good damage, so I think I'm gonna do that once again.
Okay, this again, you can't cast multiple cantrips unless you twin spell.
Oh, fuck, yeah, you're right. I am retarded. Yeah, scratch that.
Yeah, we need to discuss being able to actually do that. But yeah, you got him with the one for 16 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cantrips. The thing is, cantrips level up. They get more damage instead of being able to cast them more times. So it does. It is increasing with your level.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I just forgot. My bad. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Cool. Then Reva.
All right, I will slap the one that is close to me with Shillelagh. Is that at advantage because I'm flanking?
Absolutely. Yeah. All sorts of reasons. She's prone. She's
Okay, advantage. 21 to hit,
that it.
dealing 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
How do you finish off?
I stick my staff into the ground. I grab them and slam their head against the staff, impaling them through the mouth, and then just ripping it from the back of their skull out to go on, I guess.
I think both the giant wolf and the Goliath next to you both kind of look at you like, damn. But yeah, they are very dead. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'll move. Is it difficult terrain to get through your allies?
No, not yet. So
Then I'll move up here. And end my turn.
okay. Then on the warfare, the Goliaths, you no longer have disadvantage against these guys, but I don't know, unless you... Oh, you could actually reach them. Oh no, not these guys.
No, I think we're gonna. So, just because where they are, pick up warriors and dead skirmishers and stuff, and throw them at these ninjas. They don't have any advantage on the attacks. So that would be a 18 to hit as bodies and stuff comes flying through.
Hits.
But if their casualties are low, I'm at a 5-4.
Yeah, there's a lower.
Okay, so they get a power at advantage. Double 17.
Yeah, there we go.
So that would be another 2 casualties on them.
Okay, they do not suffer 3 because they made the morale check, but they do suffer the 2 and they are nearly broke.
Excellent. My units are particularly evil tonight. But we are throwing. This is the throwing stuff. For some reason, everybody's throwing shit at this. Okay, that's us.
Okay, then these guys are all dead or charmed. So yeah, Odin Shield name.
They will make the absolutely daring dash 2 spaces down. And that'll be that it.
Well, I'll say Valbrand also gets a swing in here because
Nice.
Jesus lops his head clean off. Get off my lawn. Okay, and the Grung They can now see the last few shinobi trying to get onto the boats in the river. A minute. Danny, are you there?
Hmm? Tree grungs. Someone tries to get away. We can't have that.
That is a miss.
Oh well. That's fine.
No, don't send me back.
Okay. So she's sensing the same kind of energy opponent. So very instead of just instantaneous like it's she's going to firstly as a bonus action let healing bleed back into her. So she's going to use 20 points of cedar to bring back 20 points of healing base or temporary, and then she is going to essentially go postal on him and go for a max. So I can choose which one of those spells I know. She's going to go for the bullet thing, and she's going to max out the cedar that she uses for that. So as she rises a little bit up above him, 4d12. So 31 little spheres of necrotic kind of in a cone from her toward pointing away from everybody else. And he gets to do a dex save. And I can't tell you what the DC is there.
It'll be the same as your spell save, it's fine.
Okay, so the spell save DC is somewhere here hidden from me. Okay.
You roll 12 as you see him, like he's not able to move because you guys are flying up in the air, and so he's kind of at your mercy. But as he sees you gathering this energy together, he like starts shouting in a language you don't recognize as but in common he keeps saying, "You stupid girl, you have no idea the power you're wielding," and he seems terrified, but at the same time like angry that you are even doing this.
She'll file that away for later as glorious 160 points of necrotic damage.
All right, so how do you finish this guy off in spectacular fashion, ending the battle completely?
So I mean, I almost it's almost paintball size, tiny little. Although it is necrotic damage, they have the Valkyrie sort of goldenish glimmer to them, so they look like these little golden balls, and as they hit them, it's like the inner black just comes out, oozes through him, and starts eating away his clothes and his skin. And later on, the balls are just going through where the skeleton is, and at the end, there's almost like bits and pieces of black liquid dripping onto the ruined roof and chimney. There's like this 20-30 foot radius diameter pool of just black icky glowy stuff. So she dissolves him in the air, and when you see versions, the character's skin burns off and the skeleton, that sort of flaky kind of feeling, but from the top down.
And with that, the battle is won. You have defended Browdevik against Ailson's raiders, against many of the enemies that you've made over these first few levels. And after a few moments of silence, the sounds of war die down. You can tell that the battles have ended, and just a few moments later, you start hearing the cheers coming from all over Brodovic as the rest of them come to this realization as well. And you guys are out of combat. We'll sort of wrap up the session here, but yeah, I mean, I'll leave it to you guys what you do as the battle ends. You guys have all seen quite some spectacular fireworks displays from Svenja.
The woman, surprisingly, seems to just be slightly upset. And Yormund will call out to Svenja. I think you owe me a new hand axe. The one that was on him just can't obliterated.
So she's not actually. So now that she knows that everybody knows she's switching out of the Valkyrie form, you almost see the celestial being looking slightly down at you. She's not quite. She's hovering like 2 or 3 feet above the ground, and she sort of just gestures in the vague direction behind her and find one. Where there's like a bunch of dead skirmishers and stuff lying. Or do you want me to go find? So she's being nice. She'll walk away to the nearest one, pick up an axe, and bring it back to him.
Yormund
Might
just
even
kind of
pick
like,
a nice one. Maybe the DM is going to be generous and she finds one that looks a little bit special. But
Well, there's a bunch of Kigani weapons scattered all over the place here. And you can probably find some hand axes from Flostovic and Skokatoko lying around. There's a lot of bodies to loot here. I'm sure you can find something decent.
yeah, but like, it's just not the same. That was my hand axe, man.
oh my word. I don't know. Would this help? So she would sort of just gently hack the axe into her leg, and then say, "You did say it was. Just take it out. Does it help a little bit? How much damage do I take from hitting myself with a hand?"
I mean, how much damage to the hand axe?
1d6.
Okay. 5 points. And she would sort of, take the axe.
Then you maybe take the leg off with the.
Yormund seeing this is like, that is not at all what I meant, you utter fucking psycho.
Okay, so we could now you see the Valkyrie thing. So just when he takes the axe out, she would just again channel energy, and the scar and all of this stuff disappears as she heals herself, which is noticeable. It's not like the scars that she, now that you look at it, the scars that she used to have is also gone. So I need to put in how much have I viewed on this. That was 45 plus another 20 plus another 5, so 50, 70, which means, yeah, she needs to go and chat to the beast inside. And I guess then she will, if as the adrenaline wears, Svenja will, I don't think she will drop the form just yet, but she will start looking around and start tallying up what has been lost, some of the heroes and some of the people. Maybe on their side, so I think walking around and checking in, but fully owning the beast in its manifested cloak form appears after like 10 minutes, 1 minute. Let me check. So it may not actually be that long. And when drops. Next minute. Okay, so it drops after a minute. She probably like, oh fuck, I'm actually badly hurt, and do a healing spell or go for healing or drink a potion or two. She's gonna have a hangover of note. The amount of hurt that she's but that's what I guess Svenja's doing.
Aside from lamenting at how bizarre magic users are, Yormund is going to actually go around and try and collect one of every new type of weapon Yormund has never seen before to take home with him.
Yeah, I'll add some of those to the loot during the week. But
Awesome.
yeah, I mean, they're pretty much, you'll find some like the stats are like in Kika. I mean, it's like regular short swords and darts and things, but they are tanto and like shuriken, kunai, all kinds of things.
I just feel like Yormund he's going to be a weapons collector of some shit.
Oh, they're definitely exotic. They would fetch a good price as well, because they are not something that you see around Moria at all.
And we have to, I mean, there's so many armies here. Rest and heal tonight, and tomorrow have a feast of note.
Watch out for paper cuts.
Is my sound clicking in and out again?
I think we're here.
But yeah, the feast we will get to next week. You can see the ogre has already begun. He's eating some of the bodies that are lying here, but no one seems to be stopping.
Hey, wash your food before you eat it.
Just gives you this very confused look. Whereas, to be fair, a lot of people are giving you that look. They're kind of looking up at the roof where you were in awe, like they've seen a Valkyrie do battle, but then it's Svenja, and some of them look very confused, but most of them are very happy to have you on their side.
Yeah, there is some pedestal and everybody knowing and all of the rest of it. But I guess, yeah, so she's not going to hide that. She will probably abuse and manipulate any to do stuff like clean up and go see if there are people that we can help and so forth. The Valkyries they are actual Valkyries or spectral? They're actual.
No, they would be spectral. Like your mother is one of them that is astral projecting from the town.
Yeah.
So, yeah, are they going to fade away at this point, or what are they doing?
So Reefer would be somebody that she hadn't met do that stuff, but she would go and introduce herself to him.
All right. impressive show.
Hmm.
Right, you. What's your name, by the way?
I am Reaver. I am a druid from far away. I've been sent here to aid in battle by a call of an old friend and the duty of being a servant of a goddess.
From somewhere far away, huh?
I am not from this plane of existence.
Ah. I suppose you'll be fine then. Come on, let's go have a drink.
Okay, so obviously no one had warned Reefer that Svenja is insatiably curious in her other life as a collector of stories. So she will annoy the shit out of him with questions for the next 20 years about where he comes from, what it's like there, and how it tastes, what are the myths of these places.
Yeah, there's a small chance that you were warned by the other druids when you walked in. But I'll leave that up to you. As I think Svenja tried to talk some of their ears off as well.
Yeah, essentially, when we start walking into the rest of the Svenja's telling stories or singing or singing, telling stories, making poems, or asking people all sorts of questions.
I'd be happy to answer them if I have the answers, but it has been a while since I've been there. So forgive me if I don't have the answers.
Ah, well, yeah. So okay. Also, bearing in mind, it helps, but
So you broke up for me there, Christo, say again?
yeah. So okay. She is still at heart a little bit of a bot. So stories don't have to be true to be interesting, as far as she's concerned.
All right.
Fucking journalist.
But yeah, speaking of which, we might want to flesh out that backstory before next week. Because
Yes.
Is it a little bit iffy?
Hmm.
I just don't think we've gotten there yet.
Oh,
I mean, we've got something, but from what I understand, you intend to flesh that out quite a bit.
Yeah. Even yes, I need to think of more than just what I have written down.
Well, give me a shout if you want to discuss it. But I mean, by next week, I'm sure you will have an opportunity to tell that story. As I think a couple of people here in Broudevik took notice of your efforts here in this, especially in this last battle here, and repairing the wall and stuff. You'll get a couple of pats on the back as people are heading back towards the town, and a few of them thanking you for stepping in, as well to the rest of you. Like some of them you know well, and they will be celebrating with you, and there's a very high morale here in Broudevik, as you've lost surprisingly few people in this battle.
Yeah, we will celebrate those, I think, appropriately, funeral pyres and stuff, because they did die bravely.
Yeah, and there are a few that you did know well, so
Mm.
we'll get to that next week, as when you guys make your way back towards the tavern, you will see um, bodies being lined up, being ready to uh, be prepared for the funerals.
Yorman wants to have a quick skim over like the bodies to see if he can find Edmund?
Yeah, you absolutely can. When you head back, someone will have dragged him out of the river, and he will be lying next to Ragnvalder, the Goliath.
Hmm. I'll ask who's if anyone's there, like with his body. Do they know what killed him?
Reva would have been the last person to speak to him.
Sorry, who?
Airmond, the guy whose armies that you were using in that other battle, the ones
Right.
that tried to, I think they went around the wall and got.
Yeah, you're just gonna be like Edmund, the blonde guy, the guy who's kind of a dick.
He and his men fought valiantly at the wall. None of them have survived, unfortunately, but they have joined the Allfather and the Aesir in Valhalla. I am sure of it.
Well, maybe, but truth be told, I can't imagine Edmund is happy having to fight for noble cause. Fucking dick. You get the impression Jormund does not like Edmund.
Well, I don't know his personal motives, but it seemed like he was fighting for Brodvik and to protect the people. So, I don't know what feud you have with each other. And it is none of my concern. But no, he did a good deed today.
Has anyone told you druids are quite similar to each other?
I'm sorry. I don't know what that is supposed to mean. But I guess you're right.
So now that the adrenaline is wearing off, Svenja is starting to. This is the second time we've encountered the ninjas. So the first time was kind of coincidence. Second time, wondering what here. She is wondering what the linkage is here. Unfortunately, the leader is gone, but from the previous time, we didn't find any. But she'd still want to check there if there's anything that she can discover around that would give her ideas of why they were here, Viking race.
Yeah, you can give me a history or just a perception check, actually.
Let's do. Oh, actually, hang on. This is the character that actually, but not great. 13.
That's okay. That's enough to know that the guy that you just killed, you would have recognized his voice and the look of fear in his eyes, and based on what he said about his master, that was the ninja that escaped you at the hot springs. That was the one that got away, and you get the impression that he was here for revenge. You saw when you were flying over, you saw armies of bullywugs rising up out of the river to attack the walls. You saw many of the enemies that stood on Ailson's side in this battle. Some of them were enemies that you have faced before, and that were probably here to settle that score. But I didn't mean for that to rhyme. But the some of them didn't make it here to this battle. Like there were no sea spawn like you fought with the Kraken priest because you killed them all. But you definitely get the impression that some of these guys were here for revenge.
Okay, so that was an interesting that he said, "Are you the one that killed my master?" Because as far as we know, she got away.
What?
No, we did kill her.
You guys
Oh, okay.
correct. He's the one that got away.
Okay. Yeah, we've got load shedding in 4 minutes coming out. Okay, so I guess for those broken units that had fled, specifically around the bullywogs, so we'll talk to the grungs, but that power balance will forever be changed over now. I guess that the bullywogs will either peacefully coexist or serve under the grungs. So that's kind of the choices she'd give them. And maybe that's up to the grungs as well, because they had contributed significantly to this battle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any here anymore. Those, unless there are, yeah, I suppose there's probably some injured and things, but most of the broken units, those figures are either dead or they fled. So they, but yeah, we can talk about those kinds of things next week because I will next week show you the other side of warfare, which is your domain and the kingdom side of things. So next week we'll probably have some downtime and some like normal D&D stuff, but you're going to see there's actually some really fun things that we can do now with all the buildings, and it's much simpler than than anything we've done so far. So it'll just give you some cool stuff to do during downtime and to expand Broudevik if you want to, because you guys have now proven yourselves to be very capable warriors, and the Jarl is quite likely to reward you for that. So, as tempted as I am to give you a level here, I don't know. Like, it depends. Yeah, fuck it. We've been playing these battles for so long. I'll say you guys hit level 6 here.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you.
Whee! Inferno.
So yeah, you'll get some extra downtime here, and then next week, if there's anything your characters are doing specifically for the level up, like you can explain it away as part of this battle, but if there's anything that they want to go and do to get specific features, you will have time to do that next week. But just let me know if there's anything I should prepare. Otherwise, yeah, we will get into the rest of the campaign next week and finally away from this raid. But I hope it has been fun.
So what are you saying? The tutorial is over now?
Well, this is the first act is over. I would say this was the finale of the first act.
Act 1 is done. Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you.